Hey scientists! Thanks for helping Mr. Carter complete a cost-benefit analysis to decide what to do with his 50 acres of forest in Pennsylvania. You've carefully analyzed the costs and benefits of his forest management options, and you've made your decision on the best plan to help Mr. Carter meet his goals. But now that you've made your decision, how do you explain it to other stakeholders to get them on board? Just begging and pleading probably wouldn't work. You'll need solid reasons to support your choice. When you use clear logical reasoning to explain why your decision is best, you're using the same logic that scientists rely on with a tool called CER. CER stands for Claim, Evidence, and Reasoning, and it helps you explain decisions logically and persuasively. Whether you're explaining an environmental decision, writing an essay, or justifying a choice, the CER framework gives your explanation a clear structure. Today, we'll learn about the different parts of a CER statement and practice writing one based on Mr. Carter's forest management plan. Are you ready to communicate your decision and defend it like a pro? Let's get started. CER stands for Claim, Evidence, and Reasoning. It's a tool that helps you structure a logical and well-supported scientific argument. CER doesn't help you make the decision, it helps you explain it. Once you've completed a cost-benefit analysis and made an environmental decision, you can use the CER tool to effectively communicate your decision and clearly defend it with evidence. This is important because environmental decisions, like Mr. Carter's, affect many stakeholders. Being able to clearly communicate your reasoning ensures that others understand and trust your decision-making process. But CER isn't just about communication. It's also a tool for reflection. By connecting your evidence to your claim, you can double-check your cost-benefit analysis to make sure your decision aligns with the goals you've identified. If your reasoning doesn't explain how your decision meets the goals, it might mean your evidence isn't strong enough or that you need to rethink your claim. In environmental science, where there's often no perfect answer, CER helps ensure your decisions are logical, fair, and sustainable. So how does this tool work? Let's walk through the steps of using CER together. The first part of a claim evidence reasoning statement is, well, you guessed it, a claim. In CER, the claim answers the specific question or decision statement. Remember, you identified this decision statement in step 1 of your cost-benefit analysis for Mr. Carter. Do you remember what this question was? For Mr. Carter, the question was, should he clear-cut all of the trees in his forest, or should he selectively harvest some trees, leaving others behind? By step 4 of the cost-benefit analysis, you made a decision about this question in one clear, simple sentence. This decision is your claim. Take a moment to review your cost-benefit analysis from the previous lesson. Pause the video here to review the decision you made in step 4, and record this sentence in the Claims section of the CER graphic organizer in your guided notes. Did you record your decision? Based on the cost-benefit analysis, I concluded that Mr. Carter should choose Plan 2, selectively harvesting the forest. This claim is straightforward. It's my decision in one clear sentence. But now that you've made your claim, how do you back it up? This brings us to the next part of CER, evidence. Evidence is the specific data that supports your claim. In science, evidence can be quantitative, like numbers or data, or qualitative, like observations. The good news? You already have the evidence you need. For Mr. Carter's forest decision, your evidence should come directly from your cost-benefit analysis. You can list the benefits that support the goals of the decision, or the costs that don't meet the goals. Let's try it out. Pause the video to review step 3 of your cost-benefit analysis. Select 3 benefits of the selective harvesting plan that support Mr. Carter's goals of earning income and enjoying access to nature. Do your best. For example, if your claim is that Mr. Carter should selectively harvest, your evidence might include: selective harvesting provides consistent income. It prevents soil erosion, protecting nature. And finally, there are plenty of trees left to enjoy recreation in the forest. There are other benefits to selective harvesting, but these benefits provide strong evidence because they are directly related to Mr. Carter's goals. To build a strong logical case, be sure to focus on strong evidence. Having a few pieces of strong evidence makes for a much clearer argument than having 5 pieces of so-so evidence. When you're selecting your evidence, it's a good idea to try to stick to the 3 costs or benefits that best support the goals of the decision. Evidence is what makes your claim stronger, but it's not enough to just list facts. This is where the next step comes in. Reasoning is the explanation that describes how your evidence supports your claim. Think of it as the bridge connecting the two together. This is the most important step of a CER statement. Why do you think that is? Pause the video here and record your thoughts. The reasoning is the most powerful part of your CER statement because it specifically shows how the evidence you listed supports the goals of the decision. In other words, this is how you explain the thinking you did as you weighed the costs and benefits of your options. For example, if your evidence says, selective harvesting protects biodiversity, your reasoning might be, this supports Mr. Carter's goal of preserving the forest for future generations, ensuring a balance between economic and environmental needs. Reasoning is challenging because it requires you to think critically about the big picture. You're not just stating facts. You're showing why those facts lead to the best decision. This step also helps you reflect on your analysis and ensure that your CER is logical and complete. If your reasoning doesn't connect the evidence to your claim, or you can't explain how the evidence supports the goals of the decision, it's a sign you might need to revisit your cost-benefit analysis. As we went through the lesson today, we learned how to use a CER statement to explain environmental decisions. Your claim is your decision or answer. Your evidence is the proof that supports it. And your reasoning connects the dots to explain why your evidence matters. In your lesson activity, you'll put this all together. Use the CER tool to craft a clear, logical statement defending your decision for Mr. Carter's forest. Remember, the best CER statements focus on the evidence that meets the goals of the decision and use strong reasoning to connect it all. Until our next lesson, remember, environmental decisions are complex, but with tools like CER, we can make smart, fair, and sustainable choices. I'm Caroline, and I'll see you next time.
Hey!